Good morning, chickens. How are you liking your late night deliveries? You guys were all in bed when I brought you goodies last night from the garden. I hope you enjoy them this morning. Hey guys, welcome back to Ashley's Homestead Adventures. It is morning and it's been a while since I've been able to say this. I have the day off. So I am gonna go, I've already made a Tractor Supply order, but I'm gonna go out and feed the dogs and check on the horses, make sure they have something to nibble on while I'm gone. It won't take me too terribly long. It'll take me about an hour and 15 minutes round trip. And they're gonna go out to pasture today. So we're not gonna do a huge amount of chores this morning. We're just gonna kind of check on them and make sure that they're gonna be okay until I can get them out to pasture when I get home. So jumping into morning chores early this morning and then making a Tractor Supply run. And then we'll see where the day takes us because I got the day off. I'm so excited. Good morning, Miss Lily. What are you doing out this morning? All right. Morning grains are made up. Let's go see how these guys are doing. Good morning. Good morning. It's nice and cool out here. Stop and get Gracie her chopped hay. You ready for breakfast, Miss Grace? You're always ready to eat, aren't you, baby? Num num. Morning trouble. Trouble two. Oh. Again, the rearranging. You're getting to be as bad as Chance. Got snacks and is happy until I get home, and we'll put them out to pasture once I get home. Hi ho, hi ho, it's off to Tractor Supply we go. So a lot of what today will be kind of a scrambled video. I think, I mean, we'll see if I can make some sense of it for you guys, but just so that you are kind of in on it as far as why it's so scrambled is, and also I wanted to let you guys know this, you know, just in case it might help somebody, you know, another homesteader. Today is the day before I leave on vacation, so I actually get to go see Mr. Wonderful in Oregon, and I get to go see all of my friends, go camping with all of my friends, and we are going to have a celebration of life for the dear friend that we lost in January, that you guys are always hearing me talk about why we planted orange and black flowers everywhere. So we get to go do the celebration of life for him, which is going to be, of course, it's going to be sad, but at the same time, I know that he wants us to make it happy. So I know we're all going to try to make it very happy. But today is a lot about doing things, getting prepared, getting my farm prepared for the farm sitter. The dogs are going to boarding, so a part of it is about packing them and, you know, getting them prepared to go to the farm sitter or to the boarding facility. So, and I really don't think that you guys will see any of that. The main thing is I filled up their dog food container today that will go to make sure that they have plenty of food for the days that they will be there. And you know, make sure that their medications are clearly labeled. You know, like we have probiotics, we have Dasiquin for the dogs, and so instead of them reading the instructions on the bag and making their own assumptions, I make it very easy for them. And not only do I give them a note, and then of course I tell them, but usually at check-in, when you got 4 dogs that you're checking in, it's craziness. So you can't expect them to remember everything if it's not written down somewhere. So I write them a note, and then I also write on the bag what the dosage is, what AM is, what PM is, to make it easier for them and to give me a peace of mind that it is easy for them, and my dogs will probably get medicated the way that I would medicate them. And the Tractor Supply run today is to make sure that my farm sitter does not run out of feed. I have arranged it with my local feed store. If for whatever reason I don't supply her properly and she needs to go and get feed because she's out, she can, and they'll just put it on a tab and I can pay the tab when I get home. However, I do try to make sure that Billie Jean's feed is made up before I leave, and I try to make sure that the chicken feed is made up before I leave, and that she has extra of everything that she needs. I make sure that I have, you know, I try to have an extra bag of everything. And this trip, you know, isn't so much of a big deal because I'm only going to be gone for like 5 days. So it's not like it's a, you know, a week, 2 weeks, 10 days, you know, she should be fine with what I get her. But I always try to make sure that I have an extra bag. And I always make sure that all of my supplements are written on the supplement bucket, what horse gets what feeding, you know. So if it's a supplement that Gracie and Chance get, I put Gracie and Chance, you know, morning 1 scoop, evening no scoops, or morning 2 scoops, evening 3 scoops, whatever it is. I put on there. And then also, of course, I have the whiteboard in the barn now, which is awesome because it lists every feed, every supplement, and tells them what horse gets what and how much of what, so that there's a couple different ways that they can, you know, that they can reference that their memory is serving correctly. Now, my farm sitter has farm sat for me before, so I'm not concerned about it at all. She's going to do a great job. She's wonderful. And she's my neighbor. And the nice thing about having the board up there in the feed room is that it lists everything. So, you know, there's a lot of barrels, and there's a lot of supplements, buckets in that feed room, and it lists everything. So she can go down that whiteboard and be like, I missed that one. Where is that one? And then she can go and find it. So. And it's dry erase, so if she wants to check them off as she gets them done, then great, you know, she can do whatever she needs to do there. So I try to make it as simple as I can for my caregivers. And then the other thing is that I try to get sprinklers, or i.e. water, you know, whether it's going to be, eventually I hope it's drip tape, but this time it is sprinklers, and I try to get hoses connected to and sprinklers set up everywhere that needs to be watered, so that she can, when she pulls up in the driveway, she can simply just turn the water on and, you know, water that quadrant of garden that needs to be watered while she's doing chores, and then she can just turn it off when she leaves, to try to make it easy for her to not miss anything in the garden that gets watered. And one of the big things that I have learned from traveling and having a farm and a garden is you just got to accept that no one person can really be you. You know, you're there day in and day out. You take care of these animals and these gardens day in and day out. They are coming you know, for a stint of time. They're coming for an hour in the morning and an hour in the evening, or whatever you plan on them doing. There are going to be mistakes that get made, and my big thing is that if you're going to make a mistake and you're going to forget something, let it be the plants. Don't let it be the animals. I don't have any tolerance for animals running out of water. You know, there's certain things I don't have tolerance for, but I always tell people, look, I started my entire garden pretty much from seed. I can do it again. It is okay. If some of my plants die, if they burn up in the heat, you know, if the bugs get them, I don't expect you to come out here and pick bugs off my, you know, my plants. I appreciate it if you do, but, you know, just don't kill yourself over my plants if something dies. It's okay. I can replant it. So, you know, just prepare yourself for that. Nobody is you, and give your helpers grace and be thankful. If they are taking outstanding care of your animals, then that is really what matters. We can replant our gardens. If a few tomato plants die, it's not the end of the world. So we're gonna go and get this feed order. I just wanted to give you guys some tips on how I handle, you know, things, and then we'll go home and finish the crazy schedule that we've got before we leave. Okay, there it is. The Gracie food. Let's go home. All right, back home and making some bread. This is a sourdough discard loaf, and this is just the first 3 ingredients, and we're just mixing this to a shaggy dough, and then we'll let it rest and let the dough, let it relax and accept, you know, all the moisture. Let it kind of commingle. There's a special word for it, but I don't have it right now. So I'll probably come up with it later. But that's it for right now, and we'll let it rest for 30 minutes. Okay, now we have added the butter, the salt, the sugar, and the yeast. And we will mix it for about 6 minutes. Here is the recipe. It's this one. If you want to take a screenshot, you're welcome to. Alright, 6 minutes is up. And it's slapping the sides of the bowl. That's how you know it's done. There she is, all covered up, and we'll let her rest and rise for 1 hour. Okay, and in the meantime, let's see if we can get these horses out. I've got my chicken bucket there, my water. I'm gonna go ahead and gather up, I believe this is Maggie's. Yes. So I'm going to go ahead and gather up Maggie's blanket and fly mask, take it to where she's going to go, and then I'll come back and grab Chance's also. Missy Rescue's found her spot for the day. Oh, lady. She loves her bed. All right, everybody's out, and now I'm just moving water troughs, making sure everybody's got water, and moving their feed pans and their clothes and doing all that. Okay, so while the water's filling, we're going to go do some other chores. Set the alarm on my watch and we'll go feed the heifer for one. You hungry? Huh? Okay. Better hurry. Come on. Put some fly spray on you today. It's not gonna rain. Now you know you gotta be nice to Katie or she won't come in here and fly spray you. Okay? I mean it. Don't give her any sass, okay? Okay. They're all extra fly sprayed up. Let's do a baby bird check. Make sure she's not in there. Oh, their little mouths are open. Oh, look at them, they're like, feed me. Oh, how cute. They're so cute. Well, they're obviously waiting for mommy to come back with some food for them, so we're gonna leave them alone. She really couldn't have picked more perfect timing because I'm off work and, you know, gonna be gone, and that will give them a good week, 6 days underneath their you know, their belts of getting healthy. And so really couldn't, I mean, she could have been 1 or 2 days later, but I'm really thankful that she's gonna have this time to just get them strong, and we won't have dogs coming and going out of the groom shop and all of that stuff. So, all right, gonna take care of the chickens now. One of the things that I do, you know, the day before or the day of, if I'm not leaving till late, I am leaving early in the morning. So, well, not necessarily early, but I've got to take the dogs to the boarding facility early. I've got to be kind of on my game. So I'm doing it the day before, but I try to scrub all, you know, scrub all waters, make sure all waters are clean, full, and all of that. So as you can see, the chicken pool, because that's what they wash their feet in, is dirty. It gets dirty every day, but I try to just, you know, kind of start my farm sitter out with success and not leave her a whole bunch of work. So it does look like we have, I need to scrub both waterers and both pools. Okay. We got all of the waters and pools sparkling clean, and I also, ma'am, that is not free. All right, well, just have fun with it while you can. I went ahead and made up a batch of chicken food too, so she has a full barrel of chicken food. Okay, I need that. Thank you. We had a wet nesting box, so I needed to restock it. Okay, ladies, behave. Okay, our alarm has gone off for the bread, so I came in and I washed my hands really good, and now we're going to shape the bread out and put it in the loaf pan and let it go for a second rise. So here's what it looks like now, and there it is in the loaf pan, and we are just going to cover it up for another hour. Or until it is starting to come over the edge. You know, when you can see that it's mounding over the top, that means it's ready to bake. And this is strawberry freezer jam that I made in April. And this is going with the bread to the guy and his wife who worked on the tractor for me. This is what I'm doing for them because of course they wouldn't let me pay them anything. So I am baking them a loaf of bread and giving them a jar of thawed out freezer jam that they can hopefully enjoy for dinner when they get home from work today. Okay, I've got the Equine Senior in there and labeled, and the other bags unloaded, extra feed there. So that is done. The truck is completely unloaded. Of course, Gracie's chopped hay goes out here, so I'm gonna move on to stalls today. And for those of you who are worried, I did not forget the waters. They are both filled and turned off. I didn't video that part, but I didn't forget we don't have water running all over the farm somewhere. All right, we are risen just above the lip here. So 350. I'm gonna go back out while the oven's preheating and try to finish stalls. But as per usual with me, I'm gonna stop right here, grab me a little snack. It's a little bit so important to know. I should have picked this day before yesterday, but it just wasn't quite ready. The rain has really diluted the flavor. It's still really good, but it's very diluted from the rain. And all of your fruits will do that. That's why you should pick your tomatoes. You know, really anything you want to pick it. I shouldn't say anything, but your fruits, your tomatoes, your strawberries. They say to pick it in the heat of the day. Sugars are making my fingers sticky. Pick in the heat of the day and, you know, or before a rain. So not only will your fruits split, but the rain dilutes the flavor. So anyway, I'm gonna see if I can't knock out what I've got left of these stalls here and be done in the barn. Okay, stalls are done and our timer has gone off. Our oven is preheated, so let's go wash our hands and put that bread in. All right, 40 minutes. That's a pretty loaf of bread. I can't wait to deliver this loaf of bread to the neighbors as a thank you. It's important to me to pay people back for the favors that they do. I know that it's just, you know, it's just a little bit of time, or it's just a little bit of this, or, you know, they always just kind of, oh, it's okay. But it makes me feel good to do something in return. So I hope that they enjoy it, and I hope you guys enjoyed coming along with me on this kind of hodgepodge, scatterbrained vlog, day in the life of the farmer's wife who's going to be going on vacation tomorrow. So I will catch you guys on the next one. Yours truly.